I invite you to check out this first version of the Newcastle and Sierra Nevada HO Scale Railroad. I'll go over the buildings and other features of this 2-foot by 6-foot switching layout. From front left of the table and proceeding clockwise, the industrial and major buildings are Kilminster Metal, Tri-State Milling, Blue Diamond Manufacturing, Shamrock Hotel, Arrowhead Ale, American Hardware Supply, Shop Number 1, Lee Tower, Jim's Red Owl, and Harrison Squire Lumber, Fuel, and Supply. Most of the buildings are kits from Walthers. They are a great company that has a massive selection of railroad items on all the major scales. They are not paying me to say this. I'm a huge fan of Walthers. Check their website first for any product you need for your railroad needs. You won't be disappointed. Walthers.com. There are also some kits from Atlas, Ball Power, and some scratch-built things on there too. The track plan is a modification of the time-saver switching puzzle originally designed by John Allen. Mr. Allen was a true pioneer in model railroading. The hobby will be nothing like what it is today without his contributions. If you are unfamiliar with Mr. Allen, I strongly suggest you learn about him and his famous layout, The Gorian Defeated. His importance really can't be overstated. I modified the plan by adding another industrial spur so I could add a little more to my layout. The reason I chose to make a switching layout is because I used to rent my home, so I would move relatively frequently. It's much easier to move a 2x6 layout than a 4x8. There are holes in the left and right ends, so I can connect to a layout that I build in the future. It won't be my next layout because of space restraints, but somehow it will be part of a larger layout. The office building at Kilminster Metal is from the bulk transfer conveyor kit from Walthers. The scale is scratch-built from plastic pieces. The crushed cars are Walthers scenery pieces. The baler and scrapyard conveyor are also Walthers kits. The gantry crane is from Model Power, and the shed in the background is from an old Athearn trailer. The rails that the crane sits on are N-scale and powered, but I haven't added a light to the crane yet, and the junk piles are from various manufacturers. Tri-State Milling Company is the Walthers Cornerstone Centennial Mills background building. Walthers has a line of kits that are low-relief versions of some of their other kits designed to fit at the back of the layout. They are great for small layouts. Centennial Mills is from the Red Wing Milling Kit. This is one of several background buildings that I have. Blue Diamond Manufacturing Company is the Walthers Heritage Furniture background building. This was the first item constructed for the layout. I needed to do this first so I could be sure where to install the track. Heritage Furniture is based on the hardwood furniture kit. The sign on the roof is from Miller Engineering. They have an extensive line of animated lighted signs that are really cool in my opinion. The Shamrock Hotel is the Parkview Terrace building from Walthers. This isn't an industry, so it goes well next to the switch. The sign on the roof is also from Miller Engineering. The Shamrock Hotel is so named because shamrocks are considered to be lucky, and everyone gets lucky at the Shamrock Hotel. Arrowhead Ale is next. This Walthers kit is cool because the bricks at the lower left are interesting. The lights on the front were my own addition. Day or night, the beer must flow. This industry provides a constant need for boxcars and refrigerated boxcars. The American Hardware Supply Company is the River City Textiles background building from Walthers. It's based on the American Hardware Supply Kit, which does not appear to be available in HO scale. There's not much to say about this building. It's tall and thin, and the brickwork is nice. It could be conceived that there are other companies besides American Hardware that could demand a different type of freight car. Shop number 1 from Walthers functions as a place to store locomotives. It's based on the car shop kit. I like the big windows, so an engine can still be admired while it's put away. Unfortunately for the workers, there is no ventilation on the roof. Far too many have asphyxiated. I will eventually install a skylight, so there will be more survivors. Lee Tower is the signal tower kit from Atlas. This is a true classic kit. It originated in the early 1960s, and it has undoubtedly been included on thousands of layouts throughout the decades. I think it's a lovely looking building, and I find it amazing that it has endured for so long. This building has an aftermarket interior manufactured by a company called Rumetz. They provide lighting and laser-cut cardstock interiors for many different kits. The Monroe Tower kit fits the signal tower and includes an interior for the Atlas Trackside Shanty, which is another classic kit. Get them at rumetzlighting.com. Jim's Red Owl from Walthers is the other building with an interior, but I haven't installed a light in it yet. It's a basic kit, but I was quite pleased that the decal sheet included the decals for the truck in front. I'd already bought the classic Metal Works box truck undecorated, so it was easy to make it into a Red Owl truck. Another win for Walthers. Harris and Squire Lumber, Fuel and Supply is a complex that features several structures. The main building is the Walthers Industrial Office Kit, and the lumber shed is the Atlas Lumberyard and Office Kit, another classic familiar to generations of model railroaders. The office part of the lumberyard kit is available separately as the Atlas Trackside Shanty Kit, which I mentioned earlier in the video when we were looking at the signal tower. I changed the office part into a shed by adding a roll-up door and boarding up the window. I scratch built the loading ramp and the loading dock in the back from balsa wood and evergreen styrene sheet. The tanks are from Model Power, the Trackside Oil Tank Kit. The structure they sit upon was scratch built from evergreen styrene shapes and sheet. The 2 large conveyor belts and loading bin are from the same kit that provided the office for Kill Mr. Metal, the bulk transfer conveyor kit. The coal pit trestle was scratch built from evergreen H-beams and balsa wood. The propane tank is from Walthers. It's the propane tanks kit. It comes with 2 tanks and some other accessories, but I only had room for 1. I hope you enjoyed this first look at the Newcastle and Sierra Nevada Railroad. Please like or share this video and subscribe to my channel.